The big news, like I said, right now is that we're still waiting on the Senate to pass the big, beautiful bill. I think something will pass, and then they're going to have changes. Right now, they are talking about the SALT cap, state and local taxes. So, under the old Tax Cut and Jobs Act 2017, state and local taxes were limited to a $10,000 deduction, no matter how much you actually paid. That's going to include your state income tax, your real estate property taxes, and things like that. And the current rumor is they're going to raise that to $20,000 if you make less than $400,000. But there's a lot of back and forth with that particular item. But whatever the case is, there's going to be changes from the House version. And then the House and the Senate will have to get together and reconcile that. And then there'll be an actual bill to present to the president. So that's the big thing right now. And originally, we were talking about getting a bill done by April. That went by the wayside, and then it was by Memorial Day, and then that went by the wayside. Now they're saying July 4th. And the problem with this is that these are pretty big changes. So in the big, beautiful bill, there is the no tax on tips thing, there's the no tax on overtime thing, there's changing the QBI deduction from 20% to 23%. There's the MAGA Trump accounts for newborns and people kids under 8. So there's a lot of changes. And the later we get in the year, by the time this thing passes, the less time we have to react. We're already proactively looking at things, but we can't make any firm moves because we don't know what's actually going to happen in the legislation. But we have to keep our fingers on the pulse of things and see if this does pass, then we'll have to do XYZ for these 17 different clients. So those are all things to be mindful of. And the later in the year, the harder it gets. So hopefully we will get something passed soon, or they'll just drop it, one or the other, as long as we get a resolution soon. All right. With that, that's all the news.